goals, and the places you dream of going, whether for study, travel, or even building a future. I'm Radinara Kirana Ayumuti Maswari, or you can call me Kirana, and I'll be the first to take you through my little chapter today. So, a bit about me. I'm currently a student in vocational high school, majoring in visual communication design. Being in this field really opened my eyes to how design connects with different industries, especially fashion, which has always had a special place in my heart. Speaking of fashion, let's talk about the countries I dream of visiting. My top three is France, Australia, and Brunei. Let's start with France.
For more than 2 decades, France has ranked as the world's most popular tourist destination, receiving 90 million foreign tourists annually. People from all over the world are drawn to France's sophisticated culture, exquisite cuisine, fine wines, romantic chateaus, and picturesque countryside. Many people immediately picture Paris when they think of France. While some countries have always a beautiful city filled with the country's most recognizable monuments, there are a lot more to see around the country than just one city. Here's a look at the best places to visit in France. Number 18, Cannes. Up until the 19th century, Cannes was just a quiet fishing village, but today it is a glamorous seaside city, made world famous by the annual Cannes Film Festival. Every name when Cannes hosts a film festival, hordes of fans flock to see the rich and famous in person. As the celebrities walk around the opposite of the Palais des Festivals, there's thousands of film screen. Leading up to the Palais des Festivals is a beautiful waterfront promenade that is lined with palm trees, hotels, restaurants, and designer shops like Gucci, Chanel, and Dior. Number 17, Colmar. Situated in Alsace region, Colmar's proximity to Germany has meant that it has exchanged hands numerous times between civilizations over the course of history. Tourists flock to visit Bright sunny old town that so perfectly combines the houses with the lifelong canals, and to the city of houses that line the streets, churches and museums dotted around the place, and the town is particularly impressive to behold. As a reminder, take the time to sample the best wines that Colmar has to offer. Number 16, Marseille. One of the cities in France, Marseille is a major Mediterranean seaport located off the southeast coast of France. Boasting a deal Roman road and medieval architecture, Marseille is also a global city with several universities and industries. At the core of Marseille is its old port, dominated by two historic ports. This bustling harbor is lined with waterfront cafes, shops, and bars. One of Marseille's best natural attractions, the Calon, are a series of small inlets with astonishing blue water and majestic limestone cliffs. Number 15, Gorge du Verdon. One of Europe's largest canyons, Gorge du Verdon is the spread and light of ancient rock and the turquoise of the Mediterranean. Located north of the Mediterranean, the canyon is carved by glaciers, screened cliffs as tall as 700 meters, sets around the milky blue water illuminated by glacial till. It's a grand canyon, but the river far more relaxing. Beginning at the point of the range in Provence, you can kayak along the river, admiring the sheer scale of the canyon with each stroke. Number 14, Carcassonne. Once you step foot in the town of Carcassonne, you'll understand how it came to inspire the T-board game. The park inspires the name. The ancient town has been impeccably preserved over the centuries, so each cell 1,000 streets feels like another step back in time. Among the lush green trees are 4 fly walls, eclipsed by towers that sparkle under the fresh sun. It's a fascinating journey back to the Middle Ages, where the streets dive into historic sites, often deserted passageways, and castle-like walls. Number 13, Ez is a fun medieval village that sits 1,400 feet above sea level, overlooking the beautiful Mediterranean Sea, with its lovely villas covered with Vienna and palm trees. Ez is a charming and very village town. Getting to the top of the village with its narrow cobblestone streets is a bit of time, but well worth the effort. When you reach the top, you'll be rewarded with a free cactus garden and stunning views of the Mediterranean. Take time to visit the old church with its ditch across, said to be on the layer of the ancient temple that once stood there. Number 12, Chamonix, a hero destination. Chamonix is one of the most famous alpine villages in Europe. Nestled in the foothills of France's Alps mountain, Mont Blanc, Chamonix captures all that is good about nature and humanity. The picture-perfect village provides access to a lively local culture, where bubbles and powers mix within the story building from alpine churches to moist oak barracks. But steps from the cobblestone streets bring you to the marvels of the French Alps, from world-class scenic hiking to towering rock walls made for fearless climbers. Number 11, Palace of Versailles. Although Versailles started out as a small lodge, it was turned into one of the greatest and grandest houses ever seen under Louis XIV. The sun came and March before it eventually turned into royal residence, and the season's while many of its most precious artworks and treasures were removed and placed in the Louvre following the French Revolution. Extensive renovations and restorations have seen the palace return to its former glory. Each year, millions of people come to see its sumptuous royal apartments, as well as the glittering hall of mirrors and royal aura. Number 10, Corsica. Lying in the Mediterranean Sea, southeast of France, and just above Sardinia, the island of Corsica is lush with stunning scenery, along with its incredible landscapes and well-lit historical sites. It is also blessed with year-round sunny climate. Its rugged mountains lend itself perfectly to hiking and climbing, while its scenic coastline is lined with brilliant beaches. The stark Mediterranean waters provide ideal for windsurfing, sailing, or swimming. Due to the island's current past, many other cities are heavily fortified, so there are lots of cool castles and citadels to explore. Number 9, Lyon. The third largest city of the country, Lyon is located where the rock and cylinders join. Its chief location is the merchant city, episode founded by Roman 43 BC, and bordered the city place, Renaissance city streets. Lyon seems to the new video, where rich cultural heritage encompasses vast lands and architecture. Lyon Cathedral is one of the most impressive sights, and the old town is lovely to walk around. Make sure to try the subject cuisine before you begin your way. Number 8, Strasbourg. The capital of Alsace, Strasbourg has a stunning historical center and occupies a strategic site on the west bank of the River. Consequently, it has been fought over by France and journeyed throughout its long history. Now, however, the last European union lit the sun, and along with the team's unity, helped become modern air to this ancient city. The Cathedral is simply stunning to behold, as is the delightful life of France that is home to the old part of town. Number 7, Loire Valley. About 2 hours drive south of Paris, the Loire Valley is a green for visits, tourist vineyards, and historic villages. The valley's biggest attraction is the large number of chateaux scattered throughout the rolling hills, ranging from grand canyoneers to fast forges and luxurious houses. These chateaux reflect French nobility. The valley is also home to many wineries, outdoor tourist and wine tastings. Number 6, Bordeaux. Sprawling next to the Garonne River, Bordeaux, the largest city built by water. Its incredible old houses look like a walk around, and architecture on show is vanishing. Surrounding the Plaza of the Bourse, you can find the 18th century mansions running shoulders with houses, as well as a number of great art museums. At night, the view of the city lights and the holy light capital, the piece is magical. Only some of the best wine in the world. Make sure you get the dates before you head off. Number 5, Avignon. Famous for a close set shot in the city after Rome in the 14th century. Avignon was the capital of the Catholic Church during the Middle Ages. While the colossal white palace that boasts the impressive right size, the ramparts, towers, and gates at 9 Town are also fantastic to view. The old part of the city is beautifully enclosed by the river Rhone that snakes its way around it. A great visit is during the festival in July, though you'll have to battle your way through crowds at this popular destination. Number 4, Mont Saint-Michel. Rising up from the midst of vast mudflats is the rocky island of Mont Saint-Michel, located off the French northwest coast of Normandy. The medieval structures lying under the pacific one another, incredible with its attraction, the Abbey of Mont Saint-Michel. The awe-inspiring is built by William in 708 AD. After the Bishop of Havre will literally visit by Archangel Michael. The day on Mont Saint-Michel is famous for having the highest tidal variations. Number 3, Dordogne. Only a week's romance to spend in the scenic Dordogne region of southwestern France. We're going to get you everything you want to see. There's just so much to see in the year. Beginning with picturesque villages and chateaux, including well-researched chateaux Kirana, Castle The scenery is pretty awesome too, with Dordogne River running through it. The Dordogne also has some of the best street art in France. Number 2, Nice. Located on the French Riviera, Nice is constantly bathed in sunshine. Has the fifth largest city of France, it has a vibrant culture. During the day, travelers can enjoy explore the historic center or find places on music televisions. It's taken a view of the Mediterranean Sea. Walking along the famous promenade de and gazing up over the turquoise waters is simply heavenly. A charming place to spend the time. Nice is something for everyone, as it combines city life with a beautiful setting.
The global capital of fashion. Paris, especially, is like a dream. It's where fashion is more than just clothes. It's culture, its identity, its expression. As someone who's deeply inspired by elegance and creative direction, walking down the streets of Paris will feel like being surrounded by art.
Yes, I see it. Actually, Paris like so beautiful, right?
Yes.
There is like Paris Fashion Week, right?
It's so romantic. Honestly, if I had the chance to study abroad, my dream school would be in Istituto Maramoni in Milan. Yes, I know it's technically in Italy, not France, but the vibe, the prestige, the environment, so in line with my creative goals. But at the same time, I'm also realistic. France has had a history of being quite Islamophobic. And as a hijabi, someone who wears a long hijab out of personal conviction and belief, it worries me. There are strict rules that can make it hard, even impossible, to wear the hijab freely, especially in public institutions like school or universities, and that's a real struggle. I don't want to sacrifice my value or my identity just to chase a dream. So, even though France inspires me, it also reminds me that not every dream's destination is fully safe and welcoming. That balance is something I still think about often.
I hope someday you will find yourself in some fashion design school that welcome you for
Yes.
every day for you who you are. I hope so for you.
So let's go to the next now. Now let's go to my second dream place is Australia.
Visitors, its name is shorthand for an endless summer where the living is easy, a place where the adventures are as vast as the horizons, and the jokes flow as freely as the beer, a country of can-do spirit and easy friendliness. No wonder Australians call theirs the lucky country. Australia is a land of staggering contrasts and spectacular beauty. Along the coast, you can explore vibrant multicultural cities, vast sand islands, ancient rainforests, and one of the planet's most awe-inspiring natural wonders, the Great Barrier Reef. In the outback, rugged national parks and red-earthed deserts offer the ultimate in adventure travel. Top it all off with a laid-back feel and friendly people, and it's no wonder Australia scores top billing on bucket lists around the world. Sydney Opera House. Mention Sydney, Australia, and most people think of the Opera House. Shaped like huge shells or billowing sails, this famous building on Sydney's Bennelong Point graces the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites and is one of the world's greatest architectural icons. Designed by Danish architect Jorn Utzon, this World Heritage listed building is Australia's most famous landmark. A 2004 renovation added walls of glass to the reception hall, offering visitors views of the harbour. In addition to the 1,500-seat Opera House, the centre features a concert hall and 3 other theatres as well as multiple bars and restaurants. The Sydney Opera House welcomes millions of visitors from all over the world every year. Sydney Harbour Bridge. The iconic Sydney Harbour Bridge is both the main method of crossing the harbour and a travel destination for adventurous visitors. Rising 134 meters above the harbour, the bridge spans 500 meters, connecting Sydney's North Shore to the central business district. It was completed in 1932, 40 years before the Sydney Opera House. Affectionately called the coat hanger, this impressive feat of construction is one of the largest steel arch bridges in the world. One of the top things to do in Sydney is a guided ascent to the top of the bridge where you can enjoy spectacular views over the harbour and city. Great Ocean Road. Most top tourist destinations have spectacular driving routes, and for Australia, one of its best is the Great Ocean Road. It's Australian National Heritage listed. The road stretches for 300 kilometers along Australia's southeast coast between the Victorian cities of Torquay and Allansford. Winding through varying terrain along the coast and providing access to several prominent landmarks, including the 12 Apostles limestone stack formations, the road is an important tourist attraction in the region. Built by returned soldiers between 1919 and 1932 and dedicated to soldiers killed during World War I, the road is the world's largest war memorial. Melbourne City. Australia's second largest city is a popular stop on many Australian itineraries, especially for culture vultures. Galleries, theaters, restaurants, shops, and its distinctly European feel are the main draws of this sophisticated city on the Yarra River. It's also a green city with parks, gardens, and open spaces occupying almost a third of its total area. Highlights of the city include the Royal Botanic Gardens, the National Gallery of Victoria, and the Melbourne Cricket Stadium. Stylish, artsy Melbourne is both dynamic and cosmopolitan, and it's proud of its place as Australia's sporting and cultural capital. Blue Mountains National Park. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, beautiful Blue Mountains National Park lies 81 kilometers west of Sydney and is a popular day trip from the city. Named for the blue haze emanating from the many eucalyptus trees, this stunning park protects more than 664,000 acres of wilderness and encompasses dramatic gorges, waterfalls, aboriginal rock paintings, and 140 kilometers of hiking trails. The most famous attractions in the park are the towering sandstone rock formations called the Three Sisters. Hiking, abseiling, rock climbing, mountain biking, and horseback riding are all popular things to do in the park. Great Barrier Reef. Visible from outer space, the World Heritage listed Great Barrier Reef is one of the largest living structures on the planet. In 1975, the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park was established to protect its fragile ecosystems, which include more than 3,000 coral reefs, 600 continental islands, including the beautiful Whitsunday Group, 300 coral cays, and inshore mangrove islands. One of the 7 wonders of the natural world, the park stretches for 2,300 kilometers along the state of Queensland on Australia's east coast. The astounding array of marine life includes soft and hard corals, more than 1,600 species of tropical fish, sharks, dugongs, dolphins, turtles, rays, and giant clams. Kangaroo Island. Nature takes center stage at beautiful Kangaroo Island off the Fleurieu Peninsula in South Australia. Australia's third largest island, Kangaroo Island is the perfect place to view the country's wildlife up close. More than a third of the island is a national park where thousands of wallabies, koalas, and kangaroos roam freely. With its windswept cliffs and spectacular rock formations, the island's landscapes are just as impressive. Easily accessible from Adelaide in South Australia, Kangaroo Island is a can't-miss destination for nature lovers everywhere. Fraser Island. World Heritage listed Fraser Island between Bundaberg and Brisbane off Australia's east coast is the largest sand island in the world and one of Australia's top outdoor adventures, especially for four-wheel drive enthusiasts. Fraser Island stretches over 123 kilometers in length and 22 kilometers at its widest point. With an area of 184,000 hectares, it is the largest sand island in the world. Fraser Island is a place of exceptional beauty with its long, uninterrupted white beaches flanked by strikingly colored sand cliffs and over 100 freshwater lakes, some tea-colored and others clear and blue, all ringed by white, sandy beaches. Bondi Beach. Bronzed bodies, blonde sand, backpackers, and surf, throw it all together and you get one of the world's most famous beaches. Located just minutes away from Sydney's central business district, Bondi Beach is a mile-long sweep of golden sand lined with red tile-roofed homes, apartments, and green spaces. It's also a great spot for a seaside stroll or picnic, and crowds of tourists and locals gather here to celebrate Christmas and ring in the New Year. A great way to soak up the sea views is to stroll along the scenic Bondi to Bronte Coastal Walk, which begins at the southern end of the beach and follows the coastline for 6 kilometers along sandstone cliffs. Uluru Katajuta National Park. Deep in the heart of Australia's Red Centre, Uluru, formerly Ayers Rock, is one of the most photographed natural wonders in the country. The striking red monolith forms the centerpiece of Uluru Katajuta National Park, a World Heritage Area jointly managed by Parks Australia and the traditional landowners, the Ananu people. Uluru, meaning shadowy place in the local Aboriginal dialect, rises to a height of 348 meters from the surrounding plain, with most of its bulk hidden beneath the Earth's surface. Also in the park are the red dome-shaped rocks called Katajuta. As the sun dips in the sky, sightseers gather to watch the colors of Uluru and Katajuta transform in the shifting light. A great way to appreciate these sacred sites is to join a tour led by Aboriginal guides and rangers. Thanks for watching. That's been our list of the top attractions in Australia. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to Misk Travel Guide for more videos from all around the world.
Wow, it's really close.
It's near, right?
Yeah,
Like, this is Indonesia and then this one is Australia.
yeah, I just go jump there. This one's a bit personal. Australia feels like a comforting blend of nature and city life. Plus, someone really special to me actually lived there for years. Hello, Jake. So even though I've never been, it already feels emotionally connected to me in a way like there's a story waiting for me there. And there's Brunei. It might not be as mainstream as the other two, but hear me out. Brunei has this calm, stable, and secure atmosphere that I find really grounding. In a world that can feel unpredictable, I've always thought, if Indonesia ever reaches a low point, maybe I'd start over in Brunei. It's like my peaceful escape plan. As for university plans right now, I'm not rushing into studying abroad. I want to build myself up here first. I have two options I'm really considering. One is Venus Columbia School of Design, where I love to major in fashion design. Just like my blood-related brother is Radha Granayaka Anirasudan, or more known as Radha Granayaka. He's honestly one of my biggest inspirations, not just because he's blood-related, but because he's walked the path I dream of. Yeah. Okay. My second option is a little different. It's out of my comfort zone, so I choose Universitas Erlangga.
It's near my home. You can just instead of looking for kos-kosan, you can just like instead living with me, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys living together.
And
What major you will choose?
I'm taking international relations. Like one of my friend's sisters, she go there, and it's really amazing because beyond fashion, I've always had this curiosity about the world and how countries connect. Kind of like building relationships, but on global scale. So yeah, those are the pieces of my dream. They are not always loud or flashy, but they're real, and they matter to me. That's it for me for now, but don't go anywhere. Up next is my design buddy, the ever-talented Salsa, with her own journey and dreams. You're gonna love it.
Okay. Hello Salsa, so today is your turn first, right? Today you can start.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Salsa, and today I love to share a bit about my journey from the dream I used to quietly keep to myself and to the real step I taken today to bring them to life. It'll start with something simple. I was just a regular girl who loved drawing, always doodling in the notebooks and playing with color. But over time, I realized that my love for visual was just a hobby. It was a real passion. That's why I chose to study visual communication design in vocational high school. And honestly, the decisions changed every time. I got to learn about UI design, web design, and even motion graphics. And the more I learn, the more I feel in love with it. I also started joining design competition, and I'm so grateful that I managed to win a few, and those experiences really boosted to my confidence. And I started thinking, maybe I can really do things. That's when I began dreaming bigger. I didn't just want to be a good designer. I want to create work that inspires others too. And if I had to pick a dream destination, I would be Japan. I love their culture and their visual. And design is another level. So travel, detail, and creative is a place full of inspiration for someone like me. And as for university, my goal is clear. Is Universitas Multimedia Nusantara, as you guys can know. That's my impian, my dream. My dream to goes University Multimedia Nusantara, and I think UMN fits perfect with my interest in digital design and creative technology. And for now, not planning to study abroad, and I want to grow here in Indonesia first, build my skill and gain experience locally.
Okay, I hope you're doing great with your plan and you're really getting into UMN right with scholarship.
Amin. Okay, right now I'm focused on learning as much as I can and taking course, joining activity, and building up my portfolio. Because to me, dreams aren't just things you think about there, and things you work for, and one step at the time. I also believe that everyone has their own path. It's okay to start small. What matters is that you keep moving because every big journey starts with a small step. And
Keep it so, because
because big journey start with a small step.
small step, guys,
Yes.
small steps. Listen to that, small step. Every big journey start with small steps.
Small step to bigger. And speaking of dream and journey, one of my closest friend is also chasing an amazing dream, and she's super patient and determined, and she's going to share her story next. Let's hear for Galatea.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my pod. It's Galatea speaking here, and today we're going to a bit delulu about dreams again. But not just any dream, we're talking about studying abroad in the UK. Actually, like I'm not really into uni United Kingdom, but a few times ago I was really passionate about it, especially if we're talking about Haipoa, cute bookstores, and unpredictable weather, and access that ultimately raise your IQ by 20 points. I ever talked with some of British person, and then like I'm suddenly losing my capability for listening to English. Like, oh my god, what are you saying? I didn't hear you. Like, are you guys from
You just
another?
learned an alien language.
Yes, exactly. It's all start with like a little what if. I have so many what if. The first I moved to Bogor is because I thought that perhaps if I can start to go to Bogor first, I can study abroad, I guess, because the first I was come from Surabaya, right? And it all started with a little what if, right? Like what if I went to uni in London or Edinburgh or somewhere that feels like it came straight out of Peter's book. What if I studied a place where the library is older than my whole country? And what if I walk out of lectures in French school, holding a coffee? I'm actually not really into coffee, but okay.
Such a Pinterest. Such a Pinterest. Such a Pinterest.
Yes, like it's a Pinterest loaded, holding a coffee or maybe matcha. Okay, I'm not really into matcha coffee, maybe chocolate, hot chocolate from Italian cafe, I don't know.
I more like coffee. If I do like what's holding coffee, if yes, like this.
Coffee is bitter, I don't like I can
No, coffee is so good.
Okay, I will try to drink coffee after
I'm
this.
caffeine intolerant. I can drink. I like kind of coffee and
Get well soon.
it will it's never recover, you know. If I drink a bit of coffee, I will.
Okay. Only maybe I can afford texting my group chat like, "Matt, shall we revise at the cafe?" I mean, girl can drink, right? I didn't grow up thinking this was my path. I'm still confusing, wondering, and questioning my passion. Like study abroad, especially like study abroad, I even can't choose what major exactly I want. But yeah, maybe something like in humaniora and social, something like international relations, or something like sociology, psychology, or something related to that. UK has always been like something that good. People with the right passport, or the right money, or the right everything, but the idea stayed in my head like I'm skipping most point I am. And eventually I was like, okay, at least I can try. So I did a very responsible Gen Z just to invest in life education. I opened YouTube, of course. I fell into the private hole of the day in the life of Oxford vlogs, even though I know perhaps I'm not really get into Oxford. Or how I got a Japanese scholarship breakdowns and study with me videos in UK cafes where people general and quite in aesthetic like me. And I was like, wait, maybe this could be me. Like, this could be right. If I'm struggling, yeah, at least I'm struggling in London. But let me tell you, the process is not aesthetic, I know, because I see people sharing their journey. Like some people say that it's writing draft of your personal statement at 1 EM. I even can play. Also, it's explaining your future goals like you have already solved world hammer. Establishing your email like your life depends on it, and etc. Another even gets started on UKs. Like being why do you have to explain my entire existence in 4,000 characters? I think it's hard. I have write a few of essays to make sure that I really write in 400 characters is really hard for me because you have to play with the words and sentence. And then the dogs creeping. Like, what if I'm not smart enough? What if my accent sticks out? It's Unity Kingdom and you can hear my accent now. It's not really good though. What if my accent sticks out? What if I fell so far from home and I can't get back? Or what if I mess up? Or I never find the right stop? But also, what if I don't go? And spend the rest of my life wondering what could have happened. Sometimes, for me, the scariest thing is not failing. It's never trying at all. I think for me, the dream is not just about studying in the UK. It's about proving to myself that I'm allowed to one more. That even if I come from a small school, from a small town, or a place where people rarely talk about Oxford or UCL or King's College, I can still dream that big because not owns a mission and dreaming doesn't require permission. I repeat, dreaming doesn't require permission.
Don't be scared to dreaming, guys, because sometimes dreaming will happen. Like dreams to destination, that's our title. So because we trust, we can do it.
Yeah, you know about the mythic, the old people mythic about if you talk about your dream, it will come true. Just like you have a bad dream or a good dream last night, and then you talk to your friend, hey, I have a good dream last night, and then a long time again, it will be real.
I mean, of course, it's not gonna be easy. There's funding, there's visas, especially remembering that we come from Indonesia, where almost the good places that we want to be need visas because our passport is weak.
Yes.
But okay, there's that whole thing where the UK loves to charge you every 100 euro for moving to Lovely. But you know what? There's also scholarship, there are professors who reply, and there are friends who help. There are the people out there rooting for you, even if you haven't met them yet. And every time I push through one or step, I get a little closer to the version of me who made it. I don't know where I will end it up, but the dream that I dream right now is the one who makes me trying and keep trying. So if you're listening to this and your Google search history like UK student visa how to, or GPA needed for UK universities, or what is first class honors degree, please help. This is your son. You are not crazy. You are not. You're just in your growth arc. Keep going. Ask for help. Romanticize your struggle. You are allowed to want more, even if you have no idea how it will happen. So I have a little matter to us, the version of us who's scared but still hopeful. We see you. We are proud of you. Whether it is working on a day or buying over deadlines or learning how to products. Work is just right. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But at least I know how to pronounce it. Califragilistic is really delicious. Even though it's not from British accent. You're doing amazing. Whether you walk through those old stone buildings, sit in this tiny class and think, oh, I really did it. Yay! And until then, keep showing up. Even on the hard days, even on the mean ones. That's what brave people do. Alright, that's a wrap on today's episode. I don't know exactly where I will end up. I told you, right? Perhaps not in UK. We don't know if I'll end up in UK or just something near my place like Atlanta University or Institute of School November. I don't know. Just keep dreaming. Keep dream big. I mean, yes. Maybe in Manchester, maybe in New York or New York, or maybe just still in my room doing stuff. But either way, I'm proud of this journey and I'm proud of yours too, guys. Here's your dreamers, doers, dealers with Wi-Fi and location. Let's keep chasing what's near us because sometimes that's where the magic is. Okay. If this episode made you feel seen, share it with someone else who's dreaming too. Share. Let's build a little club of chaos, but with courage. And hey, if one day you see girl riding over in the map in the London Underground with a student planner in one hand and a bread sandwich in the other hand, say hi. That's probably me.
Oh, I hope I will meet you in London and you will be what?
Yes. Catch you next time, dreamers. That's all from us.
Thank you. Catch you next time, dreamers. Bye bye.